Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page for common sense. I try to keep it down and then get under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very, very, very important. It's not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. I'm the only real alpha on the internet right now. If you need proof of that, just contact me. You can see my videos all over the place. I got videos traveling abroad. Got my PORNHUB and stuff going up. Got my fans only and everything going on. Okay, let me just mute this for just a moment here. Okay, and I got a whole list of other things, of qualities that most guys don't have. So I have to be arrogant about it because there's people who think they're alpha and they're nearly not alpha. Now, let's get on with the videotape. This is a response video. I don't think I'm going to be listening to the whole thing because you know how most of these beta males... Okay, most of these are beta males here. All the pictures, even Duco Jackson, okay? He called me a weirdo. And I was like, thanks a lot, brother, because you don't know who I am. That's okay. Other than that, let's get on with the videotape. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast best, you put it down below. Okay? Let's begin.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. The debacle has been going on for about a week and a half. And some people are delaying their time and giving their response. You know, we've heard about what Young Jock had to say. Then, Joe Budden.
All of them are betas.
Adam 22. But, Tariq Nasheed, he takes a pretty long...
Yeah, Tariq Nasheed is also a beta alpha buster, okay? I remember his books called King Flex, Master Flex, okay? King Flex. I remember those are really good books. But the whole point of his books was basically, information that most beta alphas use to try to use vaginas, okay? They're simping. But from where I'm from, okay, I learned something differently from what he has. I'm older than he is. I'm 47, so you already should know. But, of course, let's put it like this, okay? A lot of males who think they're alpha are really not alphas, okay? You need proof to show that you're an alpha. You can't be like Tariq Nasheed and also this brother. He called most of his books satire, by the way, on Fox Network, too. So if he said that, he's not the real McCoy. He takes bits and pieces from people all across the world who are basically partially alpha, and they probably ain't need alpha in the first place. But let's get on with the videotape. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing because I know who he is. I know O'Shea Duke Jackson. I know who he is. He don't like to get a chance to know. I'm not relevant in his degree of pedigree, okay? So let's begin with the videotape.
Time to get to things. He doesn't just jump on something right away because he's already known, he's already famous and stuff like that. He's not going to jump on off the press like broke dudes like me. But he decided to weigh in on it on his stream last night.
Come on.
And it was pretty good. Guys shared it with me.
Very long
he weighed in a little bit, but his situation was a little bit different than what others were talking about. Yeah. Even guys like me, I was talking more or less about, how it was rewarding bad behavior. They shouldn't have had her on the show. But what I want to do actually is play the Tariq Nasheed clip that he actually talked about. And it kind of goes into, the whole foundational Black American thing versus the African thing and Arab thing. And then after that, we'll come back and we'll talk right about it.
Now we're calling out the racism from the white LGBT community. And what's interesting, the Negroes, this is offensive. I had a few of those Negroes. Almost every single one of them are these non-FBA tethers. Almost every single one of them are these non-FBA tethers. Why would you put something like that out? Because we are sending a message. We are raising awareness to what's being done. See, a lot of these non-FBA tethers, they hate the idea of calling out white supremacy. And I put up a tweet the other day. Let me find that tweet. I put up this post the other day. And this post...
Also, I'll post down the link so you can watch the whole video to yourself. Me, I have no time for videos with most beta males. I got too many in my inbox. I'm a therapist. I'm actually a therapist. And I do a lot of different things you don't know. I'm also a Schizologist, too. A lot of these guys that's on this internet don't have any knowledge of what I'm talking about. They don't even talk about the shit I talk about. And also, check out my credentials down below. What an example of an alpha is, because a lot of guys don't do what I do. Let's get on with the videotape. I like to talk because it get pretty boring, okay? He's doing Hidden Colors, by the way. Tariq Nasheed has veered off from the pimp game to teach guys how to truly pimp. He don't know any pimpology game because I read some of his books. I know he doesn't. And you can make up to $30,000 doing the pimpology, but it's pimping ain't easy. Let's continue on with the videotape. And definitely O'Shea, he has no experience with black women anyway, by the way, okay? I just want you to know, none of these guys do any porn. They have no OnlyFans. They don't go international. All they do is beta male shit. Red pill, MGTOW. Let's continue.
It's true.
Come on.
Right here. Family.
All right.
The best way to weed out non-FBA infiltrators is to start attacking systematic white supremacy and then watch for the black people who get offended. The minute you see black people get offended, when you start talking about white supremacy, those are 9 times out of 10, those are tethers or some LGBT wannabe niggas. All right? When we start calling out systematic white supremacy and black folks act offended, we're dealing with tethers right there. Those are usually tethers. And this dude is an Arab.
He's an Arab, he said. He don't know the black struggle. He's goofy as hell. Tariq is funny many times when I be listening to his radio talk show back in the days. But trust me on this, he does have a sense of humor, man.
This dude is an Arab. He comes around us trying to blend in with all of this anti-FBA hatred. From what I understand, he was also a federal agent from what people are saying. I think they said he worked with the Department of Homeland Security, something like that.
He does?
But this is one of these anti-FBA tethers who sit up here hating on foundational black Americans. That's what this thing is really about.
When I watch Fresh and Fit show, I don't really see them as hating on black. He has all sorts of colors up there. Okay, so I don't think he's hating on black people in particular. So I disagree with that, because I got tired of watching it because he always whines and bitches about women. What he should be doing is teaching women how to be respectful to alpha men, but most of them are not alphas, so they don't have no idea how to start. And just for you, a little bit of piece of advice for you guys. Kevin Samuels is not an alpha, okay? This guy's not an alpha. Tariq Nasheed is not an alpha. O'Shea Jackson is not an alpha. I keep telling you guys, you're going to need videos, all right? No longer can you say yourself as alpha without backup, all right, with some videos. All right, let's continue.
It's really about all of foundational black Americans, and the softest target is a black woman. You see, they can pull that bullshit on a sister because he knows you can't talk that shit around no real FBA brother. You talking all that old weak sucker shit because a nigga pop you in your damn mouth.
Tariq Nasheed don't know what the fuck he talking about sometimes. When you talk about weak motherfucker is one who bashes females of just one color. But he don't have a bunch of females on there just talking about black women. That's not his show, okay? I don't think he watched all of his shows. I'm getting some kind of idea that he hasn't watched most of his shows. So, other than that, let's continue on. Okay.
You understand? And he knows that.
No, he doesn't.
See, they try to go for what they think are soft targets. They'll try to get around sisters and try to buck up and talk all tough and talk all greasy around some sisters because they know they can't talk that shit around some of these FBA brothers, especially certified niggas. Because you'll slap a falafel out of his fucking mouth.
No.
So you heard what he had to say. Let me first talk about, this whole idea that Asian Doll didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, she did.
Now,
I saw
Tariq Nasheed may not have known that Asian Doll was 2 hours late to the podcast, and that was true. But in terms of her saying what she said, oh, you mean ass dude, she used the N-word. Okay. That was nothing wrong, okay?
This is what I'm talking about here. He said it was nothing wrong for her to come out of her mouth sideways. But alphas will put her in place quickly. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of soft guys out there who think it's okay for a woman to talk any old way. I don't give a fuck what color she is. If she's talking and she came late, she's in the wrong. Okay? And that's his show. Okay? Don't get me wrong. As I said before, Fresh and Fit, they're soft beta males at best. You know what I heard about the Fresh and Fit? I saw it and I read it. That they be forcing women, if you don't sleep with us, you can't join our show. If that's true, they're gone. They're not going to be on too long if they're doing that. Blackmailing women to sleep with them so they can be on their show. I don't think they're not going to last that long. If they are actually sleeping with women, which I heard through the grapevine and also read somewhere, okay, that they're, blackmailing women to do this for opportunity to lay with these used vaginas, they're gone. They're not going to last that long. But let's get on with the videotape, okay?
You guys out there are so butthurt that you don't even understand when a black woman is flirting in her own way. What she was doing was...
I saw the show and she was not fucking flirting, bitch. O'Shea Jackson, stop being a beta, man. She was not flirting, dude. When women like you, they are passive pussyfoots. They will do everything in your power to suck your dick. Don't try that shit, dog. If she's talking like that, that means she don't like them. Don't try to sugarcoat what she was doing. She didn't even apologize. She didn't really apologize at first. All right, but let's continue on now here.
Flirting. But many of you guys out there didn't catch that because none of y'all have no real experience with black women. Okay? Anybody from the hood understand that what Asian Doll was doing was flirting.
No, she wasn't.
Okay? But Myron, who's a very sensitive guy, like many other guys looking for any reason to be mad at a chick, he starts popping off. Okay? Now, it's one...
As I said before, Fresh and Fit are very sensitive individuals. They're in their emotion. They don't know how to teach women or talk to women. They're not therapists either. They're going to be like that because they have certain demands that they want because they're eager for used vaginas. Okay? So they got a whole bunch of used pussies sitting in their seat just for validation. That's what they do, man. That's what they do. They even had a problem with ABBA and Preach at one time. I respect ABBA and Preach more than Fresh and Fit. Okay?
Thing to correct the chick if you need to. But that wasn't a correctable moment. Now, if you're upset with her for being 2 hours late, you shouldn't let her on the show, okay? Because that's something totally different. But getting mad at her for no reason when she did nothing wrong. That's exactly what I said. He says the same thing. She didn't do anything wrong. But what I want to talk about is the second clip that was shown about Fresh and Fit, what they said about black women. What did Tariq Nasheed point out? He points out something that we all know. Now, I understand that there are guys, in the manosphere where they're like guys like Donovan Sharp. He's an African American, but he doesn't really like black people so much. I know that we have those guys out there that are like that in the manosphere. I try to be, respectful of everybody's.
You be charging you be charging loads of money. I don't hate their hustle, though. But they're not original people. I'm tell you right now. Okay, all right.
Personal opinion to a certain extent. And Myron in the other guy, whatever his name is, I forgot his name is, Fresh, they're non-FBA. They're not African American. Myron, in fact, we would classify him as Arab, or you want to call him Black Arab. And when they want to spew this hatred towards the black community, it is usually directed at the women first.
O'Shea don't know what you're talking about.
Now, I know what you guys want to talk about. Tariq Nasheed is simping and all of this, but listen to what he's saying. Now, I want to give a shout out to a lot of the brothers out there that are from other parts of the black community that are not African American. We have a lot of brothers from the Nigerian American community, a lot of brothers from the South African community, a lot of brothers from the Black British community. They are down with the cause and they respect us as we respect them. But we got to understand that we do have people who want to be in the communities of the African American community. They want to be in the hip hop worlds and stuff like that. And I know hip hop is just not African American, but we know that we are one of the larger consumers of that in the American audience.
I'm done. See, this is what annoys me when I listen to these brothers. I'm like, dude, you got no information to tell you. Just say all of them are beta males, just sensitive, and anybody can roast on anybody. I could say you can make a roast on me if you want. I don't care, okay? I have schizophrenia too, motherfucker. I'm crazy as a motherfucking cracker. I can talk all sorts of crazy, ludicrous ways as well, okay? But each his own. Other than that, I'm out of here, guys. I don't want to listen to too much O'Shea Jackson because he rambles on, okay, by nonchalant type stuff, which is irrelevant. Other than that, I'm out of here, guys. Who cares what they've been roasting? That's fine. I didn't hear him talk too much about the roast, okay? But I wish he went on a little further because Tariq is a funny motherfucking dude, okay? Other than that, my hey guys, I hope you learned something in this video. Roast me if you want, okay? I don't mind roast. Somebody told me my face, I have a tear tick on my face. I said, that's a blood tick on my face. I was cracking up, man. I post that shit because that was funny and shit. But other than that, you can say O'Shea is not really a true African American either, because that motherfucker look African as fuck, right? Okay. He's probably shipped over here in a basket or a crate or some shit, because he do not look African American when I see O'Shea Jackson's face. But I'm out here, guys. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. And you take it easy, okay? Peace.